Ross, speaking on the Thursday before Saturday's FA Trophy clash with Sporting Khalsa. Nice break from the league, but it's a game we're going to have to be at it.
Yeah, I think it's obviously, as you said, a nice break, but at the same time we want to keep momentum going. We're treating this like a proper game because it will be 100%. We don't want an upset. The boys have trained well. We've got a few boys in international, but that hasn't really affected what we've done in training. So other than that, it's sort of back to business on Saturday and try and put another good performance together.
Sporting Khalsa are going to be really up for it. They've got some good players, and despite being 2 divisions below us, they're going to pose a lot of threats. Is that something that you'll echo?
100%. We've got to address it properly. If you don't, you get bitten. They've got threats. They've got their game plan to come here and try and execute. On the flip side, so have we. So really interesting game. Really looking forward to it. Again, we want to keep momentum. We want to keep spirits high. The past few games have been really good in terms of performances, and we want to continue that now.
I'm going to sound really negative here, but last year we were beaten by lower league opposition in Chelmsford. The year before, Plymouth Parkway. In the FA Trophy, it's not really gone our way of late, but it's something that in the past we've done very well in, and we want to replicate that this season.
Yeah, it's a difficult competition. There's always upsets on the cards. We've been on the receiving end of those. Plymouth Parkway still haunts me. But fair play to them, they put up a real battle and a real fight and a game plan that worked really well. So we are fully aware of that. So if we don't prepare properly, you do get bitten and it won't be a nice ending for us.
A lot of players are still here from those games. So is that a little bit of food for thought for them going into this one? We have to be at it, or you can have egg on your face again, and that's something
100%,
we don't.
That's the message. We've got to train properly this week. Intensity's got to be good. It's got to be even better because we're missing a few boys. But the boys are a step in. I'm more than confident that we'll put in a good performance. So I think the key is that we address it like a proper game, because it's going to be a difficult game here. We're not going to take anything for granted. It doesn't matter what level you play at or what step you play at. When the whistle goes, it's a game of football. They're going to try and stop us doing what we want to do, and we're going to try and stop them. So yeah, really looking forward to this one. It's going to be a battle like the National League North is. So something that we're fully prepared for.
Coming into this one, you won't be thinking that far ahead, but the FA Trophy is historically a really good chance for non-league teams to go quite far in the competition and have a stab at a Wembley final. And Step 2 teams have done that in the past quite frequently. Is that something you have as an aim? Is you focus solely on the league, or is there like a little bit of a let's try and do something in the FA Trophy this season?
I think everyone would love to go play at Wembley, but we're quite a few games away from that point. We have to take one game at a time, like we do in the league, one game at a time. It might be a really good game for us to get some players back onto the pitch who have come from injury, like Chi, for example. So we'll use it to the best of our ability as well. But at the same time, we want to win a game of football and keep momentum. So we're not going to take anything lightly. We're not going to change 11 faces. We're going to try and put out a really competitive, strong team to go and beat them. And that's giving them the respect as well, because if you don't, as I said, you will get bitten and it will be an upset.
Yeah, you've partially answered my question, so it's great to come on to that. Chi, as an Olim, I imagine is nearing a return then. Corey Andrews, who is back but hasn't really had the minutes since the injury away at Radcliffe. A few players that have been on the bench previously and perhaps not got on. It's another good chance for players to earn the stripes in this game and well, put them in your shop window, I suppose, to be selected in the future. Yeah,
but we don't have a massive squad, everyone knows that. We've got injuries, we've had injuries, boys are returning from injuries, boys have gone away on international duty. So the boys who have been here, they're working really hard, and today was a prime example of that. Everyone done their absolute best today, gave 100%. They worked and trained really hard and with a great attitude, and that's the minimum requirement. So we try and take that into Saturday now, because we know it's going to be a test. We want to turn up, put a good performance on, and keep our momentum going.
Well, Ross, thanks very much for your time.
Cheers.